The ancient wisdom of India was all linked to nature. Humans, humanity, and the link between humans, humanity, civilization and nature.
Nature of humans, nature of nature, nature of divinities. So all the nature put together. That was what was the ancient way of living, not just in India but all across the world. So since nature would vary in different places, the kind of connects, the kind of customs, the kind of priorities would change, but pretty much the core essence was this, to synchronize all these natures.
Wow. So that's what it is. So when you do that, what has changed in the modern world? More machines to help you do your job, and in a way getting away from nature, enclosing yourself to be away from nature. So we don't realize at some point of time that we are part of nature. We come to look at we as humans, and nature is something you go see in the forest or in a zoo. Once a week you can go to the zoo to see nature, once a week you can go for a trek in the forest, you see nature and come back, and then enclose yourself in your house. And your office, your car, your house, your office. You think these are not part of nature. But these are also part of nature. Very much. That's something we have disconnect. But the moment you realize everything is totally interconnected and you are just but a minuscule part of it, how has it changed? It's you who are enclosing yourself. You go to the zoo to see a lion or a tiger in a cage one day of the week, but the balance 6 days you are enclosed in your own cage.
So very true.
So the moment you start recognizing these aspects, you'll see yourself, yes, really nothing much change. You are part of nature, and nature is what is all overpowering, and you're in sync with nature. So Hindu religion is not something about archaic way of living of a bygone century. No, it's something just that you got to recognize the things around you, surroundings, and live in sync with everything in a sustainable way. That's what the ethos of living is all about.
It's fundamentally something that molds your mindset. So in those times, what were the conditions of nature? What was human life like, and how were these to be balanced? That defined the focus of the religion. So today, if you say it's the modern life today, what is the state of nature today? So, and then what are you supposed to do towards it? So your dharma, the essence of dharma is still there, that you have to be in sync with nature, and you have to do something to keep nature sustained, because otherwise you won't be sustained. But what is the thing that you have to do to keep it sustained? Perhaps in those days you had to do a lot less, whereas now over years you've caused so much of damage that you have to do perhaps a lot more. So your dharma takes that kind of has to be changed to that extent. But you have to live with the dharma. So you have to understand that, so the essence of Hinduism hasn't changed, that you have to live by these tenets. But what these tenets mean, and how should they be applied, is what will vary with time, and you have to be flexible with that.
If we talk about the ethos of a particular religion here in your question of Hinduism or any other part of the world, if you talk about it, it's not this that somebody has come and codified it for you 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 or 15 or 20, and then you just live by it and that's what you're done. No. It's ethos is understanding of the self and everything that's around you, and living in accordance with it is the ethos. It's again the ethos that was there at the time of Rama's living 7,000 years back is quite different from the ethos that existed at the time of Krishna's living 5,000 years back, and the ethos that is there today when we're living, and the ethos that was there 100 years back when Gandhiji lived. Each one varies marginally, but human nature is very similar. The situations may vary, Their facilities may vary, the surroundings may vary marginally, geographically, but human nature is similar, and your living in sync with all these things forms the ethos. That is what we need to recognize, realize. Yes, the situations do vary, times vary, geography varies. I cannot have an ethos of a practice that I do in, say, down south of India in Kanyakumari, where it's warm and sunny and humid. I can't carry the same style of living, same rituals, and say I carry the same ethos high up in the Himalayan mountains.
Just because it's Hinduism.
It's cold up there, windy, cold. You can't frost. You can't use the same. You can't say that's the ethos of Hinduism. There's no one size fit all. Really, it has to be adapted to your surroundings, to your nature, and live in sync with it. So that at any point in your life, you don't feel uncomfortable with it.
With it and uncomfortable with where you are and amidst whom you are.
As they say, when you are in Rome, be a Roman. That's the ethos of Rome. You live in sync with it. But you also have to live in sync with what you're comfortable with.
So you must learn what you're comfortable. You need to, that's the whole reason.
That's the ethos. And you form codes in that place, in that geographical place, you form codes, systems. So that's the ethos. Suppose we're living here. What are the ethos of this particular place that we live in, this ashram? This ethos for here. You can't carry the same ethos and say live it in the city, even though it's just 30 kilometers away. There's a slightly different ethos there you have to live by. So every place has got it. That's what you have to do. So religion, similarly, when you practice a particular way of life, you have a certain ethos that you have to carry with you. There's no hard and fast rule that this is the points that are laid out. You lay them out yourself collectively, cumulatively over ages, collectively as a community, and live well with them jointly. That's ethos.
And when you're in such sync, then aberrations are picked up very easily. And over time, these aberrations get eliminated. Or you wish to eliminate these aberrations. So these kind of things that make you comfortable, those which are aberrations, eventually settle down to form the